So I want to teach you this breathing technique, and it's called ocean breathing because if you imagine a wave coming in from the sea toward the shore, you see the wave cresting, then you see the wave rising and riding on that crest for a little bit, and then there's a downside to the wave. And on that downside, it doesn't crash immediately. There's a release of the wave before it crashes. And so as we're inhaling and exhaling, I want you to imagine that there's a wave coming, a wave cresting, and then a wave releasing, and then crashing at the end of the exhale. And we want to be making the sound of the ocean as we're breathing as well. And for anybody who's not heard this before, the yogic term for it is ujjayi breathing. And you can make your breath be audible and it sounds just like the ocean, which is really cool. And I'll demonstrate it for you. It sounds like this. The inhale goes, and the exhale goes. And you achieve this by keeping your lips closed and bringing your tongue down in the back and opening up the throat on the inhale and the exhale. It sort of sounds like Darth Vader, but in this case, we're going to call it the ocean. Okay. And it takes some practice to get it. And if you know how to do it and you don't like it, that's fine. You can also do ocean breathing by inhaling audibly through your nose and then exhaling through your mouth. We call it something else, but as long as you're doing audible breathing, it's totally fine. So let's start by imagining that the wave is starting to rise in the ocean. So we're going to inhale, cresting, and then exhaling. And then as the exhale ends, it's kind of washing up on the shore. So let's do that again. Inhaling, exhaling. And just like in the ocean, there's a little pause in between each breath, right? Inhaling, exhaling. Good. You can practice that as many times as you need to till you get that rhythm going in your own breathing and the sound audible. It's a very soothing sound. It's very comforting. And if you've watched the video that I did with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise about calming anxiety, if you haven't watched that, take a look at that. When I talk about listening for two things, toward the end of the practice, I talk about listening to your own breath. There's always your own breathing that you can listen to. And if you master, or at least get good at, you don't have to master it, but get good at the ocean breathing technique, you can always use that in your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 practice also. So I'm just looping all that stuff in for you to help you make some connections. So I hope that that is helpful for you and that you get to use your ocean breathing today to feel calmer, to bring on some peace, and to be the calm parent, the patient parent that I know you want to be, and then that I know you can be.